Today my tape reading skills saved me from facing two huge losses right at the market open, and in this video I will be showing you guys exactly what I saw on the tape and how you guys can improve your tape reading skills so that you guys can also avoid such huge losses when day trading the stock market. In this video, we will first start with the technical analysis of the stock I was watching for the day. Then we will start the trade recording and the live recording of the trade I took and how I was able to manage my position because of my tape reading skills. And then finally, we will take a look at my P&L for the day. On this day, on 3rd of March 2022, I was watching 3 stocks for the day along with the overall market and the SPX index. I was watching UPST, Snow and Tesla. The 2 trades I took right off the market open were on Tesla. If you guys would like access to my daily game plan and be part of a supportive trading community of serious traders, you can join our Discord group. The link will be in the description box below. Let's start with my game plan on Tesla. So on Tesla, on the daily chart, it was looking really good for a breakout towards the upside, because if we break down and take a look on the daily chart, it's been holding this downtrend on the 1-day chart right here. So what I mean by the downtrend is that this high is lower than this high is lower than this high is lower than this high. That means Tesla is holding a downtrend for the past 2 months. And now if we focus on the past 4-5 days, Tesla had a very nice rally towards the upside from a low of around $700 to a high of around $880 that it made 2 days ago. For the past 2 days, Tesla has been consolidating in between this range from 880 to 850 region. That's why Tesla was my main watch for the day, because on the daily chart, it's making a bull flag right here. We had a bullish move towards the upside with increase in volume right here. Then we had this flag pattern with low volume compared to the bullish move towards the upside. So this is a very nice picture perfect bull flag. And that is the exact reason I liked Tesla towards the upside for the break of 890, because if we break 890 and if we get some momentum for the break of 900, we might even see the test of 925. That was the previous pivot high, and 940, because the ATR average true range of Tesla is around $55 for the day. That means on a good day, if it gets the volume, it can move $55 for the day. And that's why my main play on Tesla was towards the upside. But if in case the market decides to sell off, I was also watching the break of 850 towards the downside. So now we broke down the daily chart, the higher time frame of Tesla, and the setup I was looking at. Let's now take a look at the 1-minute chart and look at what happened on this day. But before we do that, make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell notifications if you are new, because I'm releasing 2 to 3 new videos on day trading and my journey as a day trader every single week. Here's a 1-minute chart of Tesla from 3rd of March 2022, and you guys can see within the first 5 to 15 minutes, Tesla was pretty choppy for the day. On one candle, it was moving $6 to $7. That's why if you get caught on the wrong side of the trade, you can easily lose 15 to 20% on your premiums, because Tesla was moving $6 to $7 in one candle. There's not much to discuss here on the 1-minute chart, because Tesla had a push towards the upside. It was looking really good on the daily chart, but eventually it failed the high of the day. The market was also selling off, and then we had a nice push towards the downside. Before the break of low of the day, we had a pullback to 880. It broke down, it made a new low of the day. After making the new low of the day, this support 878 now turned into resistance, and Tesla tested this 878 before the next push towards the downside. So it was a nice push towards the downside, but my trades on Tesla within the first 5 minutes were towards the upside, and I was able to manage my positions very nicely because of reading the tape in level 2. Here's the recording of my trade on Tesla. Now if we focus on the 1-minute chart, I'm gonna pause this recording for a few seconds. If we focus right here, that is the previous day close. This bold dotted line around 880, 879.89 to be precise, is the previous day close. That means at the open, Tesla is holding red for the day. So my play on Tesla is that if we get a pullback entry around 878 or 877 for the break of 880 towards the upside, a move from red to green. So this is called a strategy from red to green, because Tesla at the moment it's holding red for the day. If we get a move from red to green and if it closes above previous day close, we might get a nice push towards the upside for the break of pre-market high. And that was my strategy and my game plan heading into this trade. So let's now focus on level 2, and I will need your full attention here, because it's very important to focus on the level 2 buyers and sellers for the next few seconds. So Tesla had a dip to $877 level right here, and before the break of 879 and 880, there's a big seller sitting at 880, which is kind of expected because that is a good psychological level. But there is also a big buyer that appeared all of a sudden around 878.40. That buyer is willing to buy around 4,000 shares. So when I saw that the buyers are stepping up because we had a post, there's a big buyer right here that will act as a wall, I placed my order to get filled 10 contracts. You guys can see I got filled 10 contracts. I'm trading 900 calls, same week expiry contracts, and my fill price was 7.80. Once I entered this position, there's another big buyer at 879.35. So most likely half of those buyers, because at the moment we only have 2,000 shares at 878.40. So maybe the buyer, half of those buyers at 878.40, they stepped up their bid, or maybe these are new buyers. I don't care. I'm just seeing that buyers are stepping up. There's a big buyer at 879.35. So that gave me a lot more confidence to hold on to my trade for the break of 880 towards the upside. After entering my position, Tesla now finally went from red to green for the day because Tesla is now holding green for the day. But as soon as Tesla broke $880 level towards the upside, we saw a lot of selling. So Tesla broke 881, the high of the day at the moment it's 881.97. But when Tesla broke 881, there was not a lot of interest around 881. We are seeing a lot of orders around 880 and 879. That's why when I saw that, I was a bit skeptical about this trade, and I was seeing a lot of selling on the time and sales and the level 2, because when I see a breakout, I have been looking at the level 2 of Tesla for the past 3 years. I want to see a clean breakout, a lot of people willing to pay the ask price, but that is not what is happening in this case. That's why I covered my whole position at a fill price of 8.16, overall making around $300 on this trade. But that's not the point, because had I held this trade, I could have easily lost money on this trade. If I skip this recording by a few seconds, you guys will see that we saw a rejection to under 876 and even under 875, and the premiums are around 7.20 or even 7.10 around this time. So I would have easily lost around $500 to $600 on this trade. But it all depends on your strategy. For example, if you're a day trader, you may be entered at 878, your stop loss is maybe 874, or maybe a close under 875, and you are holding your trades for a break of 900. That is a different strategy. But my strategy when I'm entering a position is to focus on level 2, look for an entry. If the trade works out in my favor, I will hold on to my winner. But if I see some weakness on the level 2, I will cover my position for a small loss or maybe even a small green trade. Now here's the recording of my second trade on Tesla. On this trade, my plan was to wait for the break of 880 because we saw a nice rejection of 880 on the last candle. At the break of 880, at the break and hold of 880, I got filled 10 contracts. I'm trading 900 calls, the same calls, and my fill price is 8.78 on this trade. After entering this position, you guys can see we are seeing a lot of red again on the time and sales. There was a big buyer sitting around 882. So we had a big buyer right here at 881, but I'm not seeing any clean buying pressure. There's a lot of red on the time and sales. We broke above 882 briefly, but suddenly a lot of red on the time and sales. That big buyer also disappeared around 881. That's why I just covered my position, because I am not seeing that clean break towards the upside. I covered my premiums at a fill price of 9.10, again making around $300 on this trade. After exiting my position, we saw a move towards 877 and 878 on Tesla in the next few seconds. And again, had I held this trade, I could have easily lost $500 to $600 on this trade because my entry was around 8.78 and the premiums are around 8.20. My stop loss on this trade when I entered was the break and hold above $880 level, and Tesla broke 880 on this candle pretty aggressively. So I know myself, because of my scalping strategy, I would have most likely exited right here. Now here's the chart of Tesla after the first 30 minutes of market open, and if we focus on the 1 minute chart, yes, you can argue that if I entered my position right here and exited right at the top, I would have made money on this trade. But it's very easy to look at a dead chart as an aftermath and look at your entries and exits, because when you are trading in real time, it's very quick. You have to focus on level 2, especially when you are scalping, because on both those trades I had a stop loss. If I had held my trades to my stop loss, because on my first trade my stop loss was the break of 877 towards the downside, on my second trade my stop loss was the break of 880 towards the downside, both the trades reached my stop loss. So I would have easily lost around $500 on each trade, losing $1,000 in total. And that is why I was saying that it's very easy to look at the dead chart, because it's easy to say I would have entered here, I could have exited right here, but who told me to exit right here, right? Because we saw a nice rejection from this candle. So most likely I would have exited at the break of 882 as a downside. So that's why it's very, very easy to look at a dead chart, but managing a position in real time, especially when scalping, requires a lot of level 2 experience on the stock you are trading. Now, before we jump on to my PNL for the day, let's now discuss how you guys can improve your level 2 skills. The first thing you have to keep in mind is that every stock has a different personality. The level 2 of every stock is different. You can't compare the level 2 of Amazon to the level 2 of Tesla to the level 2 of Shop to the level 2 of Apple to the level 2 of BA. Yes, you should know what you are looking at around critical levels, but again, the level 2 of those stocks will be completely different. So for example, if I was trading BA on this day instead of trading Tesla, I would have most likely lost money on these two trades. But because I have so much experience in trading Tesla for the past 3 years, I know how the level 2 and the tape should look like at a critical level breakout. And now how you can improve your level 2 skills. For example, you are a trader who likes trading Apple a lot, or maybe you're a trader who likes trading Amazon a lot. Record your screen every single day and look at the level 2 around critical levels. So don't look at the level 2 around any whole dollar level or any level that you are just seeing on the 1 minute chart, but you have to focus on level 2 around critical levels. So if I was watching a break towards a downside, I would have focused on level 2 around 850 or 845 region that we discussed earlier in the video. And because I was watching a break towards the upside, I was focusing on level 2 around 880 region. If you're trading any level, maybe the 865 or 860 level, there's not a lot of benefit looking at level 2 around those regions. So now what you have to do is that you have to record the screen of your favorite stocks every single day and look at the level 2 of those stocks around critical levels over the weekend, or maybe every single day. That should be your new Netflix. Instead of watching your show for 1 hour, look at the level 2 for 1 hour, because it's going to help you make some money or maybe save money in this case. So now let's take a look at my PNL. On my first 2 trades on Tesla, in total on 900 calls, I made around $662. I could have easily lost money on these trades, but because of level 2, I was able to make money on these trades. On my SPX trade, that was a quick trade because the overall tech sector was selling off. That's why I just covered my position for small green. This could have easily been a break-even trade, but overall ending the day with $750 in the green. That's it, guys. But before you go, make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification, because it helps out the channel a lot and it takes a lot of time to make these kind of videos for you guys. So I would really appreciate a thumbs up. It's free. It just takes a second. So don't go without giving it a thumbs up. And if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, make sure that you follow me there. The link will be in the description box below. I post a lot of behind the scenes, my red days, my green days on my Instagram as well. So make sure that you follow me there. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.